Your turn, Yugi boy. What is up, guys? This is AlintheaYoh coming at you with a deck profile today of a very interesting one on the stream. So if you'd like to introduce yourself.
Hi guys, I'm Luke Watson from Brotherhood, and we're going to get straight down to it and get anti-meta.
Sounds very good. So, what was the deck?
But basically, shout out to Ben for naming this. It's Madolche with pretty much of a twist. When we get to the twist, you'll understand why it's called Monster Munch.
Monster Munch. Next level here, right here.
So, main deck, we have 3 Madolines, pretty much standard, searches herself, searches any Madolche when she's normaled. If you don't know what Madolches do, when they're destroying the graveyards, they all shuffle back into the deck. So, 3 Madolines standard. Next is 2 Moiful, helps set up very standard combos, and when she's normal summoned, you use special Madolche from your hand, which helps you set up for 3 Hoo Cake.
Yeah.
Very easy combo. Have any monster in your graveyard, you target it, then banish it from the graveyard, special any from Madolche from the deck, which combos in with the next card. 3 Angeli.
Of course.
The card is dumb. When this card was announced, it was amazing. When she's summoned, once per turn, you can tribute her, and especially any Madolche from the deck. It can't be destroyed by battle, and during your next end phase, it shuffles into the deck. So very good for stalling out or setting up combo cards and setting up for the boss monster.
That's good.
Next we have 2 Messenger Gelato. Helps set up your other combos by searching spells. So what you'll normally do is, if you have a Mew and an Angie in your hand, you summon Mew, especially Angeli, tribute Angeli for a Hoo Cake, banish the Angeli for a Messenger Gelato, and search any of the spells.
Yep.
Very simple combo.
But effective.
Yes. Now to help speed up that combo, we have 3 Terratop and a 1 Takatomborg.
Pretty standard.
Helps you go into the Invoker and the Leviaires for your rank 3 plays to help speed your combos up. Now, I was having troubles with this meta, Cosmo is being an absolute arsehole. So, shout outs to Lynn and Ben. Main deck Kaijus.
Whoa.
Essentially, 1 card out for everything that's disruptive. You've got Cosmojo with a ship or a Dark Lady, Kaiju over it. It's so much easier then, and the fact that when you Tiramisu, you're shuffling it straight back into your deck, giving yourself more advantage than your opponent. And again, it's so much easier than having to play around a Dark Lady or a Cosmojo or a Dark Destroyer.
What was the choice on why 2 Garmasil, Kamungus, and the Lightning?
It was all honesty. For the Lightning, the Thunder's King was the big beater,
yeah.
And it's literally, I don't really want to be giving my opponent big beat sticks if I can't get over it.
Fair enough.
And it's just easier. 2 Gamma Steel was always, I think, when Pepe was a thing, was just everyone's standard.
Just if anyone was wondering.
And we got standard, 2 Maxi, 2 Effect Veiler.
Yep.
I was playing it for the weekend with 3 Maxi, 1 Veiler, and 1 on the side, but my Monarch matchup was very, very weak. So I wanted just to be able to stop Nadir or stop them error busting me and stuff like that.
Yep.
So, pretty much standard. Then spell and traps. We've got 1 ticket and 2 Chateau. Chateau basically boosts all your Madolches by 500 attack and defense, and where they have their inherent ability to go back into the deck, with this you add them back to your hand, so it gives you more advantage. Yeah. And a ticket with Chateau, you're essentially +1ing every time one of your monsters go back, and again, you've got ticket with a Tiramisu on the field, you plus even more because you're able to then special the monster you're adding, so all good. I know some people tend to play ticket at 2, but I find it clogs a little bit too much, and you should only use it once per turn. There's only 1 use for 1.
It's good.
Then we've got the 2 Kaiju Slumber.
Of course.
As many of you probably saw on stream, Slumbered had to go neg to beat Igo, but it's such a disruptive thing. Being able to just power over everything, giving my opponent something, a big monster, small monster, then just attacking over it, being able to then search a Kaiju for next turn if needs be. Very, very good card. Next we have the 2 Twin Twister. It was originally at 3, more for Clee Demise and Cosmos and stuff like that. But again, I thought it was a bit cloggy. I had the third in the side, and have other stuff. Then we got 2 Instant Fusion. Not just for Norden, you will see the random extras, vanillas, and the 1 Raigeki, because it's pretty much standard. Then we've got one Palooza. I had originally cut it. Basically, specials as many Madolches from your hand as you want, and then they get shuffled in the end phase. But with Rivalry being such a prevalent card at the moment, being able to just summon 2 Angelis and going into the Tiramisu, and then being able to shuffle this back into the deck and outing anything, it was too much. And then I actually got a couple of OTKs with this because they couldn't out anything, and I had like 2 Messenger Lattes in hand with Chateau on field. So it's just instant 4-2 damage with a Tiramisu. It's pretty much deadly. Then we've got Solemn Brigade, 2 strikes and 1 warning. I was thinking about playing a third, but I don't own a third, so it's pretty much standard. And then again, for more anti-monarch, the 1 Chaos Trap Hole, because everything in this format seems to be light or dark.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's the main deck.
On to your extra deck.
Sure. So, babies, ulti firsts.
Of course.
Basically, the goddess of this deck. The reason why I originally started picking her up, because her effect is just dumb. So she requires 2 level 4 Madolches. You detach, target up to 2 Madolche cards, which is the dumb thing as well. It's not even monsters in your graveyard, and then that's when it gets interesting. You shuffle them back, and then you don't target your opponent's stuff. You just shuffle away. And the amount of salt people create because they try to activate stuff after you've shuffled things in, and they're like, no. Or like a Cosmo will then banish like a tin can for a Dark Destroyer, and you're like, okay, shuffle the Dark Destroyer, and they're like, what? Yeah, exactly. So, very, very good card. And again, with Ticket, because she's a fairy, she gets a special summon the monster. And then it gets pretty much standard, so we got 1 Abyss Dweller, 1 Blade Armor Ninja because OTKs, 1 Castel, 1 Utopia. Basically, Majesty's Fiend is a thing, just being able to attack over. This...
We don't have lightning, by the way,
yes,
in the UK.
Sucks. This was originally meant to be a Heartlane Draco. Didn't have it on me, so it was still in the deck list, so why not? Didn't go up against much Pendulums, and so it didn't really matter. Then we got the rank 3s. So the 1 MX Saber Invoker and the 2 Leviers. Invoker, very handy for specialing the Messenger Lasso. Basically, you get like a Terratop and a Mew, and it's very good. Levier, because you're banishing a lot more, it's always been standard at 2. And then 1 Totem Bird, because you're playing Speedroids. If needs be, your opponent makes you go first and you have a Terratop in your hand. Going first with a Totem Bird and the strike can be very, very deadly. 1 Zen Mains. Rivalry, again, being a dumb card. Constantly getting flipped to me when I've got the Tapping Tombog and the Terratop on me. Originally had this in the thinking it was very decent, and then someone said to me after round 3, why don't you play Ground Pulse? And I was like, yeah, that's actually a lot better. Did stop an OTK going through because of this, so again, very handy. Then for the instant fusion targets, the 1 level 3, just because if you've got 4s, again, Carbonolo Warrior being a warrior, which you saw on stream, being able to go into Blade Armor Ninja. Noden, again, being dumb plays. Why this card was ever invented, I don't know. And then again, helps with going into Dweller. It's very easy.
And the side deck.
So the side deck is 2 Chaos Hunter. This card is amazing against Cosmo. Essentially, if they go Dark Destroyer, say they've got a tin can and they banish for Dark Destroyer, they target themselves, you chain this, you just minus them so much because then they can't do anything and it's just an in and out, and they very rarely get over this. If you get this on the board against Cosmo, they lose. And then 1 Slumber and 1 Twin Twister just for Clee Demise and other things like Cosmo and Monarchs. Then for the traps, 1 Full House. Clee Demise being a stupid thing. Again, why Card of Demise was a thing, Will.
I'm saying nothing.
Just being able to out most of the back row because everything's reactive and stuff like that. Then 2 Light Mirror and 2 Shadow Mirror. Because Cosmo, Monarchs, again, being mostly light, you want to be able to stop things. It's pretty much standard. 2 Magical Deflector. Again, my Monarch matchup was very, very weak, so being able to stop their E-Teddies, their Monarch, the Stormforce, the main, shut them down for a turn, it hurts them so much. Yes, okay, it may shut my stuff down, but it's a small price to pay for them being able to win. 2 Master Restricts. I had to be persuaded by Lynn from our club to put this in because it shuts down Angeli.
Yeah.
Not being able, her being tributed, not being sent to grade for a cost. But I figured, okay, if I can't play Yu-Gi-Oh for a little bit or find other ways to play around Yu-Gi-Oh, and my opponent can't play, I'd rather have that straight off the bat. So handy. And then finally, 2 traps done. Again, Clee Demise being a thing, and having a little bit of back row. Your plays can get very, very easily disrupted, so it's dumb.
Yeah. So, what was your what rounds are we on the stream? Was it round 2?
Round 3 was my feature
Round
match,
3,
which was I saw I got paired up against Jack Igo, and I was like, oh, okay, here we go.
Yeah, Jack from Manchester. Oh, not Manchester.
Very good player. We've dueled on DN and stuff, and always seems to batter me. So I thought, okay, let's do this. I wasn't that nervous because it was my first official feature match, and I think I had the upper hand with no one knowing what I was playing.
Yeah.
I kind of kept it on the down low, and I put him on tilt where I summoned a Terror Top, and he thought, oh, okay, BA, and then went in, and he's looking at me like, what the hell?
So, do you want to say anything else? Give any shout outs or say anything at all?
Shout out to the Brotherhood, an amazing company, amazing friends. A shout out to Ben Lovell for naming the deck, and shout out to Lin Lu for helping me build and testing, and all in all, shout out to everyone in the Brotherhood. Such a friendly environment. Come down if you can for Telford in the end of August. Yeah. And we'll see you all there.
Sounds good. So yeah, I'll pop the when the match goes up on YouTube, I'll link it down in the description below. But yeah, very well done, and I'll see you later.